I remember my first attempt at roasting coffee at home. It was a disaster. I used a cheap air popper that couldn't even handle a full batch, and the temperature control was basically a guessing game. The beans ended up uneven, some burnt, some underdeveloped, and the whole thing smelled like a campfire gone wrong. I thought roasting was supposed to be simple, but clearly, I needed something better. That's when I found the KALDI Fortis Coffee Roaster, and honestly, it changed how I approach home roasting. If you've ever tried roasting with a basic setup, you know the frustration. Most budget roasters either overheat too quickly or don't give you enough control, leaving you with inconsistent results. The KALDI Fortis fixes that with direct flame technology, which means you're not relying on some weak heating element that can't keep up. Instead, you're using a real flame, giving you that precise, even heat distribution that's so important in roasting. And the dual thermometer feature. That's a game saver for anyone serious about dialing in their roast profiles. You can monitor both the air temperature and the bean temperature at the same time, so you're never flying blind. One of the things I love most about this roaster is its large batch capacity. Most home roasters max out at around 100 grams, which is barely enough for a single cup if you're sharing. But the KALDI Fortis can handle up to 250 grams in one go, which is perfect if you're roasting for friends or just want to have enough for the week. I've used it to roast a full 200 grams of Ethiopian yirgacheffe, and the drum design ensures every bean gets even exposure to the heat. No more stirring constantly or dealing with half-baked roasts, just consistent, even results every time. Another standout feature is the universal power compatibility. I've seen other roasters that require specific voltage or adapters, which is a hassle if you're traveling or just don't want to deal with extra equipment. The KALDI Fortis works with both 110V and 220V, so whether you're in the US, Europe, or anywhere else, you're covered. That's one less thing to worry about when you're setting up your roasting station. I also appreciate the build quality. This isn't some flimsy plastic gadget. It's made with stainless steel and solid construction, so it's built to last. The drum is designed to tumble the beans smoothly, which helps with even roasting and reduces the risk of scorching. Plus, the direct flame setup means you're not stuck with a roaster that loses heat halfway through the process. It's reliable, and that's what matters when you're trying to perfect your craft. Now, I won't lie, there's a learning curve. Roasting coffee is still an art, even with a high-quality roaster. You'll need to experiment with heat levels and timing to get your profiles just right. And if you're used to plug-and-play appliances, this might feel a bit more hands-on. But once you get the hang of it, the control you have over the roast is incredible. You can really fine-tune the flavor to your liking, whether you prefer a light, fruity roast or something darker and richer. The only real downside I've found is the size. It's not huge, but it's definitely bulkier than some of the smaller home roasters out there. If you're tight on counter space, this might not be the best fit. And while the direct flame setup gives you great control, it does mean you'll need to be more attentive. You can't just set it and forget it, you've got to keep an eye on things to avoid over-roasting. Overall, though, the KALDI Fortis is a fantastic investment for anyone serious about home coffee roasting. It's durable, versatile, and gives you the control you need to produce great coffee consistently. If you've been frustrated with cheap roasters that don't deliver, this is the upgrade you've been looking for. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So if you're ready to take your coffee roasting to the next level, give the KALDI Fortis a try. It's made a huge difference in my setup, and I think it could do the same for you. Check it out below.